Cava is an interesting business for long-term investors to consider. First of all, I think the food service industry is going to perform relatively well amid the higher volatility following the tariffs announced by President Donald Trump. Secondarily, Cava is performing excellently on a per location basis, and it has similar characteristics to Chipotle, and it's delivering results that are arguably better than Chipotle, but it's still in the very early stages of growth, unlike Chipotle, which already has a couple thousand locations around the United States. So, should investors buy Cava stock right now? I'll answer that question in this video.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So I mentioned that the results are very solid for Cava Group in its early stages. We only have data for Cava Group going back to 2023 on a trailing 12-month basis because it's a company that only recently went public. Still, at $963 million in trailing 12-month revenue, that's almost double the roughly $500 million it generated in 2023. Now, this is a restaurant business, right? And it's growing revenue this quickly. The industry itself is not growing anywhere near this rate. So, what that signals to investors is that Cava Group is gaining market share and quickly. Still, just $963 million in trailing 12-month revenue. The restaurant industry generates hundreds of billions of dollars annually, and it only has a few hundred locations, whereas some restaurants, like, let's say, worldwide restaurants like McDonald's, have over 40,000 locations. So the potential is there if you find the right process, you find the right format for these kinds of restaurant businesses, and then all you have to do is just duplicate it in various locations around the world. Once you have the right formula and you've delivered that and you've generated consumer demand and you've proven that consumers are willing to pay the prices you're charging for your product, and you tell investors and you show investors that your process makes profits and you can multiply it and duplicate it around the world and it'll generate similar profit per locations worldwide, you've got a recipe for success here for the long term. So already Cava has generated a profitable business model at 17% in trailing 12-month cash flow from operations to sales ratio. That's up from around 13% in early 2024. So not only is it positive in terms of cash flow generation, but it's also improving this ratio. So already each individual location is profitable, generating positive cash flow, and it remains to be seen if it can keep doing this over and over for many, many more locations. Usually the early stages of growth are easier than the middle and later stages of growth because you're occupying only the most profitable locations, right? You haven't saturated the market yet, so you can open in very popular locations in LA, in San Diego, in New York, in Dallas. So in large population centers with high foot traffic, you can go into those markets and those opportunities are still abundant. But after a while, after you open, let's say, a few thousand locations, then you start to find it more challenging to find those very lucrative opportunities. And so the early stages of growth, you may be able to demonstrate great success like Cava Group has done, but it hasn't yet demonstrated this level of growth in the next stage, which investors can be reasonably confident that they will be able to do it in the next stage as well, but they can't be sure that they are going to do it in the next stage. The returns on investor capital show similar improvements like the rest of the business at 21.3%. That's up from negative 12% in late 2023. So in nearly every metric I've looked at in this business, it delivers excellent performance. Across the board, it delivers excellent performance. I was hoping to see a lower valuation because I like this business so much in the performance that it's delivering. I was hoping to be able to buy this stock at a lower valuation. Unfortunately, this excellent business is no secret to investors. They have identified this company as being an excellent company and are pricing it accordingly. Cava Group is trading at a forward price to earnings of 124, right? That's more than 6 times the average stock in the S&P 500. So it's a premium business and it's trading at a premium valuation. This is one of those situations where if you're a high risk, high return seeking investor, this company might be right for you. But if you're an investor with an average risk tolerance, not above average or not below average, this stock might not be right for you because the valuation is already incorporating a few years of continued success, in my opinion. And so you're already basically paying for, let's say, 3 years of success here for Cava Group in expansion. And then you're hoping that it continues delivering great success beyond the next 3 years. And that's when you'll get the reward for investing in this business, which is reasonable to assume. So, this is one of those situations where we have a premium business trading at a premium valuation. But I think Cava Group has now earned that premium valuation. It's delivered enough success up till this point, executing on its business strategy, that I can feel reasonably confident paying this super premium valuation for this business. So previously, I had the stock rated as a hold. I'd been following it for a while, and I told investors that it's a great business, but the valuation was a little bit too rich at that point in time, that I wanted to wait and see the business continue either delivering success or get an entry at a lower valuation, at a better moment, at a better circumstance. And I think now is that circumstance. And so I'm upgrading Cava Group stock to a buy April 11th, 2025. The next few years are priced into this valuation. If Cava Group can continue success beyond the next 3 or so years, I think they will reward investors for their patience and for the trust in their continued success. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce a brand new private Discord for our channel members at the VIP Discord level. It's a great place to connect with me directly, engage with like-minded investors, and learn more and take your investing to the next level. Spots are limited, so join now before it's too late.